Okay, continuing from the last video, we will be doing a basic few poses to create what in all intents and purposes would be a walk sequence inside of a movie clip, and then moving that laterally along the main timeline as it repeats. So in our first pose we have the leg kick forwards, which isn't necessarily the most natural move, but liking that. Let me just bring that back a little bit so it's less of a kick and more of a step. And then at frame 24, so it's be quite a slow movement. To be honest, I'm going to insert another pose which will take us all the way back with a swing. There we go. We'll have the foot pointing downwards. In fact, in this example, we'll remove the pose. So we've just got pose to pose, and we'll swing that back to where it was before, roughly, and make a running pose. Which won't be perfect, it won't be far off, and that will just loop over. So I'll just press return, we see that run through, and then back to the main scene. And what we'll do is we will just watch that back first, to see what that looks like. Now this might be a little bit laggy. Okay, I'll just have to save a local copy first in order for this to work. And then when I test it, I shouldn't have as many problems. Control and enter to test. Just put that up here, and we can see animation is running through. Okay, and the leg is just off the bottom of the screen, so I'll correct that by moving the model, as it were, up, and then I'll just bring the timeline up. We'll animate this in the main timeline, so the starting point can be here, the end point after a couple of strides, so let's say 2 seconds slow movement, so that'll be 48 frames. I'll insert a frame, and I'll then create a motion tween and change its position. Now if I click with the left button and drag and hold shift, I'll be able to move it in the same plane, so it won't move out of position. Like for instance, if I did this and we get an angle, so holding shift keeps it parallel like that. Just move that keyframe across like that. we go. And Control and Enter to test it. And there we see. Okay. If I go back into the symbol, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that there. And this can be the front leg, so therefore the starting pose can be like that. Moving forwards, something like that, and then back again. Just pull the toes down a little bit more, so it's a more convincing run. Okay. Now there are duplicate elements, and we try to avoid those, but in this example, we're quite happy to stick with that. So if we test that again, there we go. We can maybe add a little bit of head tilt, and that would work quite nicely. Okay, and that's the end of that example.